Yo, what's up? It's been about 4 months now since starting my YouTube channel, quitting my job and going all in. Let's talk exactly about how much money I've lost in the process because at the time, it's not looking pretty. We're going to talk about everything that is pretty much just a sunk cost. Money I'll never get back. The coilovers are HKS Hypermax S's and they cost me $1,678 new. The wheels I bought from 1320 Performance and I got them for $760. The exhaust right here is the HKS High Power 70mm race exhaust. It's just a catback for now. I bought this used online. I got it shipped to my house for $410. The rear tires are Federal 595R S's. They are 245s and that cost me $314. And the fronts are 225, so a little bit smaller, and they cost me $293 for a set of two. This painted rear lip was actually just 80 bucks. This is probably the best deal I got on the whole entire car. Coming over to the front end right here, the front lip I also got off eBay. I got this thing here for just 70 bucks. You can tell by the quality. Probably gonna fix that in the future. I went ahead and got some wrap material as well. So wrap plus materials to wrap, like the invisible tape and the X-Acto knives and 3M and everything. I was probably about 300 in on that setup right there. Hopping under the hood right now, we actually don't have too much going on. We've got the valve cover gasket and spark plug tube seals, which from Honda cost me $163. Aside from that, I have also done an oil change on this thing, so that just cost me about 60 bucks. You guys probably know, but Honda uses a very special Honda filter. You see that blue one down there? It's got a ton of holes for better oil flow. So I made sure to get those, and they're a little bit more pricey. I had to replace one ignition coil along with 4 spark plugs. That total was about $100. I'm lucky enough to actually live in a back road focused area. What I should say is just kind of in the country. So I don't actually have to drive that far to get all my nice back roads. So I don't spend the most on gas, but since owning the car, I've probably paid roughly, there's a few receipts lost, but from what I can gather, about $350 in gasoline. From a filming standpoint, you always see me with that GoPro Hero 12 on my head. Got it for about $220 used off eBay. This here, DJI Mic Mini. Cost me about $300 and I really appreciate it. Then my last 2 camera gear things I purchased are a camera suction cup mount along with the hat clip mount, which you will see here and there in the filming of my driving videos. Over the last 4 months, I've spent $5,080. That's not good. Paying that much money sucks, especially at the time because I don't make any money on YouTube. Precisely $0.00. I'm not monetized. I don't sell any products. I don't want to vend products to you guys. And all sponsors that reached out to me, super appreciate y'all, but I don't feel like right now is the time to be pushing product. I just want to try to figure out the game of YouTube before doing that. Since I'm losing so much money right now, I figured I'd go out and try to make some cash the good old fashioned way. And that's with DoorDash. First step, I pick up my buddy Garrett before going to the city. How much money do you think we're gonna make today, dude?
Say about 150 at least.
150, let's do it.
Outside pass, check this out. Point of order. Outside pass.
Yeah, buddy. All right, so we drove all the way to Sacramento. We're in peak hours. It's been 15 minutes. Still no dashes.
$0. $0.
It's not looking good, man. I like that. First order locked in.
Yeah.
Panda Express.
Let's go. Come on, first order.
We making money.
Come on, $6.
Alright.
$6.
$6 come right to that wall, right when the gas light came in. DoorDash is coming in clutch.
Yeah, that's like a gallon of gas right there.
That's at least a gallon of gas. We're good. We're making cash. Just keep going straight.
Go straight, yeah. And then we're gonna go right at the light.
The first bag of money. Get on in, man. Get on in. All right, gotta make sure they get their food here nice and quick, guys. Right, that's a cop. It's not just a lady. We're good.
Yeah, boy. Woo.
All right, Justin. We're getting your
coming,
food
Justin,
quick,
bro.
Justin.
Come on. You're gonna love it. $6.25, baby.
Hey, $6.25. That's the come up. Yeah, so we just made our first $6.25. That's huge because we've been dashing for, technically we've been on the road for over an hour now. So our going rate is less than $6 an hour, which is pretty sweet. We're gonna give this another hour, and if it still turns out bunk, we're out. That's sick. Damn. How many DoorDashes does it take for us to get one of those? Maybe we were delusional, but I really thought that we'd get at least like 3 an hour.
Yep, still at 0.
Still at, well, we're at 1. We got
$0 on this new refresh.
0 on our new refresh as we sit here by this big pyramid. So as you can tell, that experience failed majorly. I think that there's just way too many people door dashing these days and not enough customers. It's the classic issue. So anyways, we're gonna have to go ahead and get creative here in the future. You might be wondering, what's that mean for the channel? Am I gonna keep up with spend right now? Am I gonna decrease spend? What's it gonna look like? How are we gonna get out of this huge spend deficit? As I told all of you when I first started my channel, I saved up a lot to make this happen. I figured there's a bunch of costs that are just gonna come along with driving a car. The lucky thing is I'm building a car. I'm doing what I love. It's not like I'm just throwing money into a furnace right now and just watching it burn up. It's pretty cool because everything that I'm doing is getting directly thrown straight back into my passion. However, I will be honest with you, I can't just go spending money forever and just lose my pants. Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna be done with my money and just go till broke and then just throw in the towel. There has to be a realistic stop as to when I decide, okay, we've tried enough. This ain't gonna work. I'll let you guys in on a little bit of my plan here, just to chat very candidly about how this is all gonna work. I pretty much gave myself a year, more or less. I knew I had this big event coming up here in September through October, which I told you guys about. It's gonna go ahead and take me away from YouTube for some time. So everything before this feels like a very limited production. That's not to say that I'm not trying hard when I make my content, but rather saying that my whole goal with the channel has always been road trips and like cool, far distant drives, but I've also been simultaneously needing to stay back home, needing to prep for getting out of town and working on this project coming up here. So my focus has been really split. What I really think is gonna happen is coming into November, December, January, February, March, April, like those months right there, that's going to be my absolute bread and butter. I've actually got a cool road trip planned right here with S2000. I'm gonna introduce a new car to the channel and do an even more insane trip coming up right into the new year. So there's a ton to look forward to. Like, I am stoked for the new content coming out in the future. However, what I will say is, you know, it is a total money funnel. So in the future, if I get to April or June, kind of July timeframe, and I still can't turn enough of a profit to make anything off of, I mean, that's a year without income. That's a year without a 9-to-5. We'll see when that time comes, but I'm pretty confident that we can make it happen. And you know the way I roll. I'm going for it. I'm saying screw it. We're making it happen. This next 6, 7, 8 months period, we are going all in. And let's see how it goes, everybody. So thanks for stopping by. Just thought I'd make that quick video just to kind of talk about literally how much I've been spending and losing since starting the channel. I actually didn't even look at it. I didn't really care, but I was like, you know what, this might be interesting. And I saw a final number. I was like, oh shoot. Yep, I gotta work on my spend, guys. I gotta work on my spend here. But hey, that's a worry for the future. Let's absolutely crush it this next 8 months, everybody. And thank you very much for stopping by. Always appreciate y'all, and keep it mellow.